So today we are going to see about the third chapter, smart manufacturing. The word smart itself, we know smart manufacturing is related with the smart product, the smart production processes, the smart intelligent management. In this smart manufacturing, whatever disadvantages of present manufacturing system are overcome. So if you just think about today's manufacturing process lacunas, we can say that the error or the that comes out from the manual manufacturing is going to overcome in the smart manufacturing. As we know, starting from research and development, inventory management, and up to the final production and sale, there are number of steps that has to be carried out by our workers, supervisor and managers. In between these processes, lots of errors and lots of miscommunication between the various departments is possible. So these lacunas, these errors that can be rectified by using some smart technology that is called smart manufacturing. So in front of you, this is the elements of smart manufacturing. The smart product, the smart material, the IT-based production management, 3D printing and additive manufacturing, visual technology, intelligence control, cyber product system, cloud manufacturing, cyber security, IoT, iOS, energy saving, data analysis, that are the major items or that are the major element that comes under the smart manufacturing. We are going to see in detail about few of these elements so that we can understand the concept of smart manufacturing which is used in our present system. So here, what is the first most important thing in smart manufacturing is smart design. So what is meant by smart design or smart fabrication? We know that in our industry, the product, it may be a new product or it may be existing product. The product start itself, the product start itself with the research and development process. In the research and development process, there should be some digital tools. So what are the digital tools which can be used under this research and development? So the digital tool in terms of your computer aided drafting, computer aided designing, computer aided testing. So whatever new products are going to manufacture in near future as per the need of the customer is developed under these digital tools. After the designing of such type of smart product, it should go towards the fabrication. In the fabrication, if you just go for a simple turning operation, in the turning operation, if we have a 60 mm rod and we need a 25 mm rod, that means you are going to remove lot much material from our simple turning job. So there is a lot of losses, and there is a loss of time, there is a loss of production process and everything. So why should not we go for a smart manufacturing process in which there should not be any loss of material, as well as there should be perfection and accuracy in the job. So additive manufacturing and smart machine tools, obviously CNC machine tools, computer numerical control. So these machine tools are now becomes a smart tools in every industry, which reduces the material, which reduces human effort, which reduces all the different time and other factors, as well as it is going to improve the precision, it is going to improve the accuracy, the tolerance zone can be reduced by using some such type of small machine tools. So this is a single unit manufacturing. If you want to go for a multi-flexible manufacturing system, if you are having assembly line and everything, then robot and automation plays very important role. Wherever there is a risk of human being, or wherever there is a risk of any material losses, the robot can work with such an environment. If temperature is too high, if the temperature is too high, hazardous materials are there, or if there is a constraint of any kind in which the human cannot work, the robot can work very easily. So wherever there is a required of such kind of things, robot and the automation becomes a very simple replacement of a human being. So second important thing in the smart manufacturing, in the design and fabrication, is the smart perception and smart communication. Whatever market survey that conducted by market department, sales department before launching of new product or before launching of new improved product, the perception of that particular product is important. What is meant by perception? That means how much design changes that are allowed as per the customer satisfaction, what is the product that are going to sell in the future, what is the customer need, all these things are percepted, and depend upon that manufacturing is going to done. How much parts are required to be manufactured in the future is the perception. So such type of perception, if in the mind of a manager or in the mind of a complete manufacturing process, such type of perception is already available, then it directly gives a forecasting. So we can forecast, we can judge how much amount of manufacturing process are to be designed for particular period of time. So that is comes under smart fabrication. If I say smart application, in the smart application, there is no exchange of any material, but only there is exchange of data in the smart application. So online prediction, online monitoring, online control, logistic and energy management. This comes under smart application. In the smart application, as we know, online orders, online logistic and dispatch, online monitoring over the all this manufacturing to design up to the self process, online monitoring on this energy, how much amount of electricity, how much amount of thermal energy that is required, all these things can be done without physically going at the spot. We can monitoring everything. The smart worker, the smart worker is one of the factor in smart manufacturing. So wherever skill operation is required, that skill operation has to done by the machine. So that's why the perfection or accuracy can be maintained. There should not be any error. It will improve the speed. Decision making is there. It will assist the assembly and quality maintenance. So wherever required, we can input some smart thing so that there should not be any error. So in simple way, only if the worker need to assemble a simple object like nut and bolt, how much amount of torque is applied over that nut and bolt, that can be checked online by using some devices, so that perfect torque and perfect gripping should be there maintained inside any of the product, so there should not be any error. So this is smart manufacturing. Now let us take example. So whatever tools I have discussed here, let us take one example. So if you want one mobile for online learning, what you are going to do, you are going to see online store on the internet. So it may be Flipkart, or it may be Amazon, or it may be any kind of website. On that website, you are going to search for a new mobile. So if you like some piece of a mobile, you are going to set something as it is in my cart. So there is a cart system online. You can put that product in the cart. So if you put that in the cart, that means almost you make your mind that you are going to purchase that product. 50% probability is there. So such kind of online prediction is done by the Amazon. So I am taking one example. Such type of prediction can be done. How much product, which type of product, which type of customer that is going to put that particular product in the cart. All these things are monitored. All these things are monitored by these online companies. So once you put that inside the cart, there is a forecasting done by the company. For example, you are going to purchase a mobile, Apple mobile. So if you put that Apple mobile model inside your cart, so online system is having one cart. So I like this product, so I put it to one side. So the Apple mobile, if you put that in the cart, so there is an online prediction and monitoring. Yes, one customer from the India is going to purchase in the future this type of Apple mobile, this model of Apple mobile. So obviously this kind of demand, this kind of prediction is sent to the Apple company. The Apple company takes all the data from the world, and that data is sorted out. So whatever model you have selected, depend upon the overall demand in the world, the company can predict its manufacturing. Company will predict its manufacturing. Yes, this is the model number Apple 121. So this Apple 121 is going to, how much amount of Apple 121 is already available in the store, in the logistic, in the warehouse. If it is not available, there may be chances that in near future such type of Apple 121, which is demanded by one Indian customer and other from the world, has to supply. So that's why the Apple company is going to start the manufacturing. Obviously, in the manufacturing process, the manufacturing process is very, very smart. They are going to manufacture that particular, they are going to start the manufacturing. Meanwhile, if we have decided to purchase that, obviously there is a demand, there is a purchase from your side, and if that purchase order placed, then that company has started after forecasting the model, so it is available, so it will directly send to you. So such type of smart prediction, smart monitoring, smart manufacturing is done nowadays in industry. There are number of changes. There are number of changes in the industry, and based on that, this smart manufacturing process works. Now, how this particular industrial revolution starts? The industrial revolution started at around 18th century. The first industrial revolution is based on the primer energy input as a water or steam. So steam power and the steam engine and the steam primer is developed by VAT, and steam engines are coming in the market. So based on that, there is a power loom, because first demand is the cloth and related product. That's why power looms are come into existing, and that power loom industry is one of the main industry, and the power looms are the simple standalone machines that are going to produce cloth and everything. After 20th century, there is a second revolution, industrial revolution. So power loom and all these other industries which are in between 18th and 19th centuries, they are tailor-made industries. Tailor-made industries means they are going to manufacture the product only whenever there is a demand of a particular kind of product. In that, car is also going to manufacture by the same way. Cars, Benz and Mercedes Benz, all these companies that are going to manufacture the product tailor-made. If there is a demand, they start making car, otherwise not. So in the after the 20th centuries, the Ford, which is the one of the first company, we start manufacture the cars in mass production. So they started making a number of individual parts in mass production, and they, that those parts are assembled together on the assembly line. So assembly line come into picture in 20th century. But during the assembly line, it come to know that there is a difference between forecasting, prediction, customer demand, and the flow. If you just see in Indian market, Bajaj was the first manufacturer of scooter. That scooter was manufactured in a particular quantity only. So customer has to wait for a 6 month to 1 year after booking a particular scooter. So there is a wide difference between demand and production. Why it happens? Only because the market prediction, the market demand cannot be directly converted into manufacturing system. So in the third revolution, information technology and the production are combined together. So there is a exchange of data. There is exchange of data started from customer and up to the manufacturing. Again, in the third revolution, the accuracy and everything that goes on increasing, and there is a direct robots and computer numerical control machines that are used in the production process. So that is the third revolution. So there is a programmable logical circuits, there is automation, small automation. but still but still they are not connected to each other. So manufacturing process done at a particular place and market is somewhere else. There is no direct connection between this standalone manufacturing unit and the customer. Customer demand is not directly converted online up to the manufacturing unit. There should be some manual interface. There are some sales manager, there are some forecasting manager. So they are going to take data, they analyze the data, they analyze the demand. After that, they send to the R&D and they send to the manufacturing unit. And after that, they come to know that there is a demand of such type of product. So there is a huge time gap. So whatever demand that may change in particular certain period of time, and if there is a somewhat more time lag, then such type of demand can be overturned by other company. So you may have seen that in some of the cases, for example, Hero has developed number of motorbikes, but meanwhile there is a KTM and other companies which come and which take over the Hero bike. So why it happens? Only because of there is not linkage between direct not linkage between the customer need and the product which are going to manufacture. After that, Hero also develops such kind of bike and they come in the race. So this time gap and this delay that has overcome in the fourth revolution. The fourth revolution is the smart revolution. So it is the Internet of Things. So Internet of Services. So in that there is a cyber product system. This product system directly connected with the cyber network. Whatever input from customer up to the R&D and manufacturing, they are interlinked. So if some customer raise demand of a product within few millisecond, that that can be read by the manufacturing system, and accordingly it can predict directly. So this is Internet of Things. Everything is connected together. If you just put something on your Google search, if I say car, and if I say enter, then Google can predict a customer is searching for car. He is interested to buy some car. So your demand is raised in the cyber system, and whatever model that I keep in view, that is going to that is going to share to that particular manufacturer. Yes, this is the product which is most likely product of your company by the customer. There may be chances that this product can be that can be in demand in near future. Such type of prediction, such type of things that can be possible because of the fourth revolution. So in the fourth revolution, a person who can sit inside the home can work for the manufacturing process. He can handle the machine directly from the home. He can handle the manufacturing process. He can handle the management. He can handle the sales. Everything without moving from chair. Everything can be done at your place. So that's why work from the home and direct lecture from the home is possible only because of Internet of Things. You can easily listen to me. You can easily uh, attend the lecture by using simple smartphones and smart devices. This only happens because of development of fourth revolution in industry. So that is the Internet of Things. Now, what are the elements of smart manufacturing? So Internet of Things, digital transformation, digital twin, artificial intelligence, and cloud computing. These are the elements of smart manufacturing. So what is Internet of Things? Internet of Things is nothing but internet connected all people and internet connected to all things. So in our day-to-day life, we are having many objects, and those objects, if I connect together, then it is called as Internet of Things. So as we know, we are having only mobile phone, but that mobile phone can control different kinds of devices. If you are having a smart TV in at your home, you can control your TV by using mobile. If you are having smart fan, then also that can be controlled by using your mobile. If you are having smart car, then you can even park the car by using your mobile. If you want to take review or if you want to check your computer or simple thing, if you want to take some overlook on your some kind of devices, that can be possible by using this Internet of Things. Only the linkage, only the link of different devices with your smartphone, that is needed, and that can be possible very easily because of cloud. So what is the different things inside this Internet of Things? So the first thing is we need a device connection. The Internet of Things device connectivity and embedded intelligence is required. So how this device connection is possible? By connecting some data sensing. So data, it may be any kind of data. So for example, if you want to on your TV by using mobile, then you have to send some data to the TV. So capturing the data, sensing the data, and storage the data. So this is the data sensing. So data sensing requires some kind of sensors. Your phone is having some uh, ultrasonic or radioactive sensor, so that can communicate to any device. So communication is the one more after the data syncing. Once you send the data, it should be communicated. So you can communicate not only a device which is in front of you, but you can communicate anything which is outside your home or outside your factory. So if you want to control a factory which is somewhere at the outer part of your country also, you can control that factory by using this communication. Why it is possible? Only because of cloud network. So the best example is your Gmail account. You can open Gmail account from anywhere in the world. If you can open that Gmail account on your mobile phone, you can go somewhere in the internet cafe, you can open Gmail account there also. You go somewhere in the other city like Kolkata, you can open your Gmail account from there also. So that means somewhere your data is kept, and that is accessed, that is communicated by using simple cloud technology. So we are going to see what is cloud technology in detail. Next thing that is important is data analysis. So as we know, there are number of data that are going to sent by you, that are going to collect by you. For example, simple, you want to go from one place to another place, then GPS system works. In the GPS system, lot much data is collected from your path, whatever path you have selected in this GPS system. So the data collected from that particular path is analyzed, and whatever important thing that has to be shown to you, just like is there any bad road, or is there any traffic jam, all these things can be analyzed, and that data analyst that in a data analyzed data can be given for the data values. So for the actions. So for example, you come to know that there is a traffic jam in the first pathway from one place to another, which is shown by GPS. Then you can select another pathway or another road. So that is the analysis of action. So that also comes under the Internet of Things. So the last one is what are the benefit to the human being. So human values. So this is the complete Internet of Things. So connection of devices for the human values is the Internet of Things. So this is for the benefit of the human being. Now, there is a IoT and there is a industrial Internet of Things. So simple Internet of Things is the only collection and uh, uh, manipulation of data, analysis of data, and connectivity of data inside the house is called as IoT. If the industry sector come into picture, then that is called industrial IoT, industrial Internet of Things. So there is a consumer Internet of Things which takes out all the data which are interested in the consumer, and in industry, the industrial data will gather together, which is called as IoT. So all these things are connected together for the ease of manufacturing and ease of human being. So industrial Internet of Things is connected to whatever machines are available, whatever different kinds of manufacturing process are done, whatever predictions like whatever vendor development may be there, sales may be there. So whatever communication is there. So all these things comes under industrial Internet of Things. Now, what are the IoT applications? Predictive and preventive management, supply chain management, inventories and logistic management, factory floor efficiency. Now, what is predictive and preventive management? So, IoT gives some prediction. It shows what is the future and what should be prevent. Supply chain management is the best example. You might have somewhere purchase something online, then supply management, chain management, that you may have look out directly from your smartphone from where that particular product is going to pick up, where it is, how much time it will take to come to you. All these things are directly shown on your mobile phone because of this supply chain management. Inventory and logistics. So how much is the raw material available? How much raw material may be required in the future? And how to move that raw material and processed product to somewhere near to the customer? Logistic. That everything is nowadays nowadays Internet of Thing connected. So you know that there is a all different types of logistic trucks and ships and aeroplane that are connected together, so that there should not be any time lag between the logistics also. So factory floor efficiency is also there. Whatever demand is there, that can be smartly manufactured by using IoTs. So now if I just see the IoT application, so Internet of Things under water things. So you can you know that there are ships and there are number of things that is logistically transfer from one country to another country. So everything, whatever transportation of ships, whatever other kind of communication required for this ship, that can be controlled by using this IoT due to the satellite application. Okay, Internet of Things, underground things. So here, this Internet of Things is directly also communicated to the underground applications also. So in that you are going to sense everything, and you are going to predict about the whatever things which are available in mines also. Internet of things in battlefield. So everything, where is your enemy, how to attack that, what are the different possibilities of different kinds of things that can be happen in the battlefield. All these things can be predicted, and we can take the action in this battlefields. In the space also you can control everything by using this IoTs. So in case of your day-to-day life, whatever electronic devices are there, whatever connectivity is there, whatever nano thing and micro things, so all these things are connected together by using this IoT application. So there is a bio nano things which are connected together. You know that today everything, every type of action or every type of human body can be judged and checked by using such type of IoT devices, and you can connect together your data so that you can predict your health by using this IoT application. So this is all about Internet of Things. So this is the starting of your smart manufacturing.